Welcome everyone. We'll just give it one quick minute and then we'll get started on our webinar today. Welcome everyone. Just do a quick audio check here and then we'll get started. Welcome everyone. Just doing a quick audio check here and then we'll get started. Welcome everyone. Just doing a quick audio check and then we'll get started. We apologize for the delay, just doing another audio check here. Okay, excellent. I think we're ready to get started. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining our webinar today. I'm very excited to introduce the newest version of PaintShop Pro and walk you through some of the intelligent new tools and enhanced functionality and features built into PaintShop Pro 2021. So let's get started. PaintShop Pro 2021 remains the go-to choice for a full and robust photo editor and graphic design software, offering multiple workspaces which can be customized to create your ideal environment. It also remains a perpetual license, so you buy it once, it's yours forever. No subscription here. In PaintShop Pro 2021, we introduced new technology and new tools powered by AI, making this the most advanced version yet. This version includes new photo editing tools powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning technology to help you work as efficiently as possible and to facilitate those time-consuming tasks such as upsampling, noise removal, artifact removal, and image stylization. The new tools powered by AI not only help save valuable time by making these multi-step edits and difficult tasks much easier and quicker, but they also come with the expectation of really high quality professional results you can rely on. So what exactly are these new tools? AI upsampling allows you to drastically enlarge an image without compromising any quality or resolution. AI denoise removes graininess caused by variation of light in photos. AI artifact removal clears up artifact distortions like blocking or banding, often caused during file compression. And AI style transfer, which is an image stylization process that transforms photos into a variety of painting and artistic styles. In addition to the new AI-powered tools, we've introduced a new user interface design to the Photography Workspace to include these new AI tools in the workspace. We've also designed a new split view feature to preview your edits in real time and see a side-by-side comparison of your original image and edited image. We've also added new creative content free in the product, including 10 new brushes, gradients, color palettes, textures, and 20 new picture tubes to experiment with and enhance your creative designs. PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimate also comes with the new Sea to Sky, which is an all-new workspace designed to enhance underwater and drone photography. And it's built right into the application. It's only available in the Ultimate version. It includes exclusive presets and tools to make quick adjustments and common imperfections we'd find in underwater and aerial photos. PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimate not only comes with the inclusion of Sea to Sky, it also comes with a collection of additional products, including a new plugin called AI HDR Studio, which applies HDR style effects to photos in a simple yet impactful way. We've also bundled in the new Corel Painter Essential 7, which is an amazing digital art software. Photo Mirage Express comes with Ultimate as well, which transforms a static photo into an animation very quickly and easily. Corel Aftershot 3, which is our raw photo editor and photo management software. And finally, another creative collection full of royalty-free backgrounds, more brushes, patterns, and textures to experiment with and enhance your designs. So as you can see, this is an all-star lineup of products, making PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimate an excellent value. Okay, now let's launch the product and jump into a demo of all of our new and exciting features. When you launch PaintShop Pro 2021, as usual, you're greeted by the welcome book, which is full of helpful learning material on new features and our most popular tools and features. As you can see, there's tutorials, webinars, and a whole bunch of great content on what's new in 2021. But it's also dynamic, so it gets updated consistently, so you can come back and reference new content here. We can start working on a project in a few different workspaces. We'll get started on demonstrations of all the new tools and features in the complete workspace. All of our new AI-powered tools are available in all workspaces, although the functionality and process to use them is a little unique in some cases in the Photography Workspace, but we'll go through all of that together. At first launch, we're presented with the guided tour to get familiar with the user interface and the basic capabilities and functionality you can expect from the application. And we still have a variety of options to customize our workspace, which you can decide which toolbars and palettes you want visible in the Palettes tab on the top toolbar. Or additionally, you can go to the user interface tab and select which size you want for the icons, text, scroll bar, node, and then change your workspace and background colors as well. The basic toolbars and palettes that are open by default is what you see here with the addition of my organizer palette, which I have open here. It's a great way to have a select folder of images handy and ready to go. So the first tool we're going to look at is called AI Upsampling. And to start with our image, we just simply drag and drop it from the organizer palette into our workspace, or of course you can go to Menu New or Menu Open to access another image as well. In a nutshell, AI upsampling allows you to enlarge a photo or a portion of a photo without compromising any resolution or quality. As you can see here, this image is particularly large and of high resolution. It's over 5,700 pixels by 1,900 pixels. But in this case, let's say we want to crop an area of interest, such as one of these surfers, which is a pretty common occurrence in photography. Whether it's intentional or not, you might catch something interesting in a shot off in the distance that you want to enlarge to print or publish. So we'll select the crop tool, and we can select which option we want from the drop-down. I'll select freeform. And we'll just adjust our selection as so over one of our surfers or whatever area of interest you choose in your image. And I'll select the green checkbox, which applies the crop. And now we want to see this new tool to the test. So we'll go to Image, Resize, and in the Resize dialog box, you'll notice the new AI-powered options available. Now we can resize an image by pixels, by percentage, by print size, and based on one side. We'll stick with pixels, and we'll increase the selection from 545 pixels to 3,000 pixels. And that's, as you can see, almost 550% larger than the source image, which is pretty drastic. And now make sure your resample using checkbox and your advanced and AI power settings checkbox are on. And from the drop-down list, select AI powered. From the mode area, we have two options. Photorealistic, which is what we'll use for this image. It's used for photos. And illustration is used for options such as drawings or any kind of other option. And the noise reduction slider, we can apply that by dragging the slider either to the left to maintain finer pixel detail or to the right for smoother edges. I'll select OK. And one more option we had there, which I had selected on, is the GPU acceleration option, which improves the speed performance of this AI analysis. So of course, results will vary according to your computer system. So we can experiment with the different settings to see which works best for you. And now what's happening in the background is the tool is using artificial intelligence to analyze the pixels in this image. And the green process bar at the bottom here of the application window lets you track the progress of the AI analysis. The machine learning technology is actually trained to add pixels during this processing to provide a really crisp and detailed result. And another use case for this tool would be to help salvage low resolution images that you might otherwise not be able to use, such as older images that were perhaps captured with a low resolution camera. And we'll let the tool do its magic and see the end result, which is an increase of over 500% to our source image. We went from about 5,700 pixels to 3,000, we went from 5,700 pixels, then cropped it down to, I think it was around 300 to 400 pixels, and then upsampled to 3,000, which is a huge jump. And here we go, our final result. Our final image is looking really crisp and clear and at a certain quality where you could in fact publish this or print it or even just share it with friends and family if that's what you wanted. Let's exit out of here, and this brings us to our next tool I'll demonstrate, which is called AI denoise. and I'll drag and drop in another image. And the term noise, as it relates to photography, refers to these, I'll just zoom in to show you, refers to these small specks of color that are really interfering with the image clarity, as you can see here in this photo. And these specks are usually caused by poor lighting conditions, as seen here in this case. This photo was taken outdoors and at night, which is why it's so dark and grainy. So we'll use our new AI denoise tool from the menu bar under Adjust, AI denoise. And in the AI denoise window, we can choose from the following modes. Simple applies a really basic algorithm for quick results. And Enhanced, which I had selected here, performs a deeper analysis on the image. And we definitely want to use that in this case because the image was pretty poor. And it's already done, it's really quick. We can also adjust the strength slider here to determine the amount of noise reduction. And of course, the time required to apply this change depends on the strength setting and the size of your image as well. But this one happens very quickly. And what I'll do here is toggle on and off the preview image so you can see the before and after a little bit better. So this is the final product. And now I've toggled the preview off, so that's the original. And now I'll zoom in so we can see all the speckles. So that's the before, that's the after. So a really great result with this new tool. Okay, now I'll exit out of this one. And now for the next two AI-powered tools, I'll take us over to the Photography Workspace to have a look at the enhanced new design to the user interface. So when we want to switch workspaces, we can do that a few different ways. We can hit the home button to bring us back to the welcome book, or we can navigate to File, Workspace, and I'll select Photography from here. And the Photography Workspace, as you might remember, was introduced as an all-new simplified workspace in PaintShop Pro 2020. It's really ideal for making popular corrections and enhancements to photos very quickly and easily. So if you're a new to PSP user, or if you're still learning photo editing techniques, this is definitely the workspace for you to get started in. Now you'll notice there are a few sample images built into the workspace as learning material to experiment with. And these are really perfect to get to understand what the tool does and get familiar with some photo editing terminology as well. And you can see how the user interface has a new design. Specifically, these new AI-powered tools are represented down here on the primary toolbar. They have unique icons here as well. The AI tools here are a little different than they are in the complete workspace. They're a little more automated, and the manipulation capabilities are presented as more of a step-by-step process. So there's no way there'll be any kind of confusion or uncertainty as to what to do next. They were created to be more straightforward, but also very informative. And once you are ready for more options than the Photography Workspace has, you can easily graduate to the Essentials and then Complete Workspace and continue your learning journey. So we've already looked at the upsampling and denoise features. Let's select AI artifact removal, and I'll use this built-in sample image here to show you how it looks. This tool removes blocking or banding artifacts and distortion in images. And these are often caused during JPEG compression to reduce a file size in digital workflows. The engine is trained to specifically remove these artifacts and provide a more natural result. and this tool is completely automated in the Photography Workspace. So all we have to do is select the AI artifact removal button, as it tells us to do here, and the analysis gets started. And it might take a few moments to complete the AI analysis and apply the result, again, depending on the size and complexity of your image and your computer. And you can apply this artifact removal command on any file format, actually, because the engine responds to the image contents with JPEG artifacts, not specifically to a file type. Okay, here we go. So here's the result. And PaintShop Pro 2021 not only offers this enhanced UI in the Photography Workspace with the introduction of our new AI tools here, but it also comes with this handy split view feature. And this allows you to see your side-by-side comparison of your original image and the edits you're making. So for something like this, it's super handy to see, especially in this area here. I'll zoom in for you. You can see all this kind of 8x8 pixelization blocking happening, especially in this area. And if we use the split view feature and slide it over that area to see the after effects of using AI artifact removal, it's completely cleared up and definitely print and publish worthy. Okay, so there we have it. That's the new AI artifact removal. We'll exit out of this. And now what we're going to look at is AI style transfer. And of course, there's a built-in image to play with that here. But I think I'm going to bring in my own image, and we can simply do that by selecting this plus file button. And we're going to look at this sea turtle underwater and see what kind of cool effects we can make happen to this guy. AI style transfer applies very artistic presets to photos, which really transforms them into bespoke pieces of artwork. This feature is built actually directly in the application, specifically as a new category in the Instant Effects panel, which if it's not already up when you're launching the Photography Workspace, simply click the Instant Effects here in the bottom right corner and you'll get this Instant Effects dialog box. Now in the drop down, you can go through all of the categories, there's a lot of them, or select all. But what's new here is the AI powered category. And all of these new presets, there are 20 of them available to experiment with, each of which providing a really unique, different result. To preview the results, you just simply click once on the thumbnail that you select, and you'll be able to preview the image in the top section here. Next, you can manipulate the strength slider by clicking and dragging to whatever percentage you want this particular style to apply to your photo, from, of course, 0 to 100. And right about there, I think looks good. To apply this preset, just a simple double click, and now the style is actually being transferred onto our photo. And it's really just a matter of simply browsing through the different options and deciding what works best for the result you're looking for and your particular photo. And here's our split view feature that allows us to see the original source image and our edits. So we're getting some really cool results here. Now I'll just hit undo, which Control-Z can do, or we can hit the undo button on the UI, and I'll try one more. There's a whole bunch of great options here. It's really fun to just keep going through and experimenting with them. I really like this one. Increase that a little bit. Maybe try this one instead. It's really just about your preference and what kind of results you're looking for. And again, it's a 1-click to preview, a 2-click to apply. Very simple. And here we go. Awesome. Okay, so that's our new AI style transfer. Let's exit out of this guy. And the rest of the tools in the Photography Workspace are the most popular and most used tools and features in PaintShop Pro, and all of them are really represented by these large icons that work great on touch devices, and they're automated as much as possible. So a lot of the guesswork is taken out of the equation here. So you can focus more on learning the tools and what they'll do while still offering enough manipulation capability to suit individual photo requirements. Okay, now on to See the Sky. Let's switch gears a little bit and take a look at some of the new products exclusive to PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimate. And we'll start out with See the Sky. So if you have PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimate, you can access See the Sky just as you would a regular workspace. So under Workspaces, you'll see the new inclusion of See the Sky. So we'll select that. And I'll open a couple images to get us started. You can open as many images as you want. And when you launch the workspace, you'll notice here 4 categories, including Corrective, Scenic, Low Light, and Creative, down on your bottom toolbar. And each of these offer custom presets to enhance your photo depending on its imperfections. So I selected Corrective, and let's just browse through these really impactful options. There's a variety of them, and to see the results, you just simply click once. And again, we're featuring this really interactive handy slider. And on the right side under After, you can see how it's really enhancing our photo. And we can simply keep just browsing through the options. So whether it's dealing with haze in aerial photos or color cast as we're seeing here in underwater photos, or improving images captured in challenging lighting conditions. The See the Sky workspace really does offer a set of tools and presets to make these impressive corrections really quick and easy to achieve. And once we find one we're happy with, select the Apply checkmark button. And that's it. It's a very quick and easy process, but you're getting a really amazing result. That color class is just completely cleared up. Now the next image I want to view here is a pretty different style image. This image was taken by one of our paint shop professionals, George Kurzik, and this is pre-processed, of course, so we can see it's a gorgeous photo, but it's pretty dark. So let's try the Scenic category in See the Sky and see if we can lighten this photo up and give it a little bit of life. The results, of course, will depend on your particular photo's imperfections and how the preset interacts with the image, because each preset option does target a slightly different concern. So for example, if there's a strong haze or fog or color imperfection, or if the clarity is compromised and so on. As we can see here, all the few options we've gone through so far are making amazing results to this dark photo that was either taken right around sundown or sunrise. So thank you, George, if you're listening to this, for this amazing photo. And really, any of these will work very nicely. And this purple process bar, that's how you can track the analysis, of course. We'll go through a couple more of these. It's really just about experimenting and finding the right option that makes the biggest improvement depending on what you're looking for your particular photo. And again, these are actually all really gorgeous, but let's stick with this one. I'll hit the Apply. And there you have it. I think I will just try one more here. Let's see what Corrective does. We're having a whole lot of color cast in this one. There's also a lot of bubbles, so it's almost creating noise. And we'll look at low light, the low light category here. Now this photo is almost pretty hard to see. And as you can see, that's really sharpening all of our bubbles and all of our fine detail. That's a nice little glow. And if you don't want any of the options, just click none and then apply. And we'll just look at Scenic too. And this one's really just to show you how whatever style photo you're using, just give all the options a try. And I love this one because it's really highlighting the sunlight coming through in this underwater photo. Okay, awesome. So we'll select apply. And that is Sea to Sky. Now the final new product that comes along with PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimate is called AI HDR Studio. So I'll close out all of these images and we're going to go back over to the complete workspace because AI HDR Studio is a plugin. And as you know, we can access all of our plugins in the complete workspace. So I'll give you a really quick tour of this new product. Let's open a couple images. Okay, so to access our plugins, we can access our plugins under the Effects tab, under Plugins, and here it is, AI HDR Studio. And HDR Studio offers really amazing AI-powered presets that instantly give your photos this unique high dynamic range effect. And as you'll see in just a minute here, there are 15 HDR effects to experiment with. Okay, here we go. This is AI HDR Studio, and this is the UI. And down on the bottom here are our 15 high dynamic range effects that we can experiment with. All are unique. Some are maybe a bit more artistic than others. Some focus on different details in the photo than others, but all of which produce really unique, amazing results. So very simply, all that we do is select with one click the thumbnail or the effect that we want to view or preview and hit the preview button. And we can see a preview of that style transferred onto our image in this this big section here. So preview style, and there we have it. And you can see that it's really picking out a lot of the unique characteristics that we typically see in proper HDR style photography. It's really enhancing the vibrancy and exposure and sharpening all those details. And with all these options, we can get some really, really interesting results. We also have a strength slider in this workspace as well. You can feel free to experiment with. So again, from 0% of the effect to 100% of the effect. Very cool. And the preview image again just applies a quick preview to your image before you hit send and close and bring it back into PaintShop Pro, where you can either continue editing or of course print it, publish it, do whatever you'd like. I want to show you this example as well, actually, because it's pretty unique. We typically see HDR photography in more of landscape, cityscape style photos. It's not as common in portraiture. So I just want to show you very quickly how the results look with something like portraiture. So as you've seen, this process is very quick and simple as opposed to the standard HDR style photography, which is definitely more complex. And it's a technique that involves capturing multiple images using different exposures and combining those images into a single image that represent the full range of tonal values within that particular scene. So a great thing here is we only need one image. It's very quick, very simple. I love this one here. So I'll hit reset. This was our original image. And then preview style applies this really super detailed high dynamic range effect with just one click to our image and produces something really unique. Okay, everyone, so there you have it. That's PaintShop Pro 2021 and a focus on a couple of PaintShop Pro 2021 Ultimates, new add-on products. I hope you liked this demonstration. I hope you're interested in the product. I know I am. If you're ready to go ahead and purchase, head on over to paintshoppro.com and definitely make sure to select the Ultimate version because the value of this particular bundle is outstanding. Okay, everyone, hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.